If you want to see me create another look using a holiday palette from the past, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome back, or if it's your first time, welcome to HMM Makeup or Makeup. I am ready to create the second look using an older holiday palette, and the whole point here is that the month of December I'm going to be using palettes that would be considered holiday palettes from years past, and in this case it's going to be a Pat McGrath quad that I'm holding upside down. It's been that kind of a day. And it's a quad. It's a beautiful quad from Pat McGrath, and it's a very approachable set of colors. And I don't want to lose the card with all the names, so it comes with a name card underneath. Very similar to the 12 pan palettes, or 10 pan, I should say, not 12 pan palettes from Pat McGrath. And I'm just going to get the fingerprints off, but this is what the quad looks like on the outside, the typical black lacquer packaging. Again, I had it upside down. I'm firing on all cylinders today, I tell you. And here is the quad. It's so beautiful. Actually matches my nail polish quite well. Unintentional, but it does. Now, when I look at it, there are three kind of satiny metallics, these three. And then there's one of those, basically what I would call a special shade of Pat McGrath, and it's very blingy. So that would be kind of a topper at the end. I do want to use the three metallic but kind of softer colors first, and then see where I'm going to add that kind of oomph from that fourth shadow. That's my plan anyway. So I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use this color in the crease, this one on the outer lid, and this one on the inner to 2/3 of the lid. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's give it a go and see how it goes. It's only 4 shadows. How much messing up could I possibly do? Famous last words. We'll see what happens. Now, this was a request from Amy, and thank you, Amy, for selecting this quad. I'm really looking forward to playing with it again, and I think it's a very good selection because it's a beautiful set of 4 shadows. I'm stalling. Let's get to applying these gorgeous colors. Hopefully I will not regret this, but I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush for this brown in the crease. And I'm going to use the mirror right from the palette, and I've loaded the brush quite a bit. I'm going to only do one eye on camera, and I'll just replicate the other eye off camera so that we can save some time. I just really hope that this adheres to the eye. Okay, it looks like it's working. I'm just going to tap it on as opposed to brush it on. See how that's working. I think that's working reasonably well. Just going to add some more, and I'm probably going to move to a packer brush. I just want to get the crease right firstly. So that's quite pretty, I think. This could be a one shadow and done. And I'm going to bring that brown shadow onto the lower lash line. And for that, I'm going to use a smudger brush, not quite as small as the one I used in the previous look. If you haven't seen that video for the first holiday palette look from past holidays, it's there for you. Apparently I can't speak. Let's see if I can fix it for the rest of the video. Alright, so as I said, liner on the bottom lash line. And let's finish it. It's looking pretty good. Okay, I'm really liking this. This is really easy. And back to this one, I just want to bring that brown a little bit to the upper crease here. Keep looking at it. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with this. All right, and I'm going to go now, because the brown is up higher. I'm going to put this red on the outer lid as I talked about earlier. And I think I'm going to use my angled brush and probably my finger afterwards. So I'm going right into that burgundy, right on the outer lid. Just laying it down with the brush, and then I'm going to go in, as I said, with my finger. Okay, let's go in with the finger. To get more of an intense red. Well, burgundy red. Okay, that's very, very pretty jewel tone for Christmas for sure. And I'm going to go in with my pyramidal brush from Smashbox. This guy, which I absolutely love. I do have a backup of this one, by the way, just because I do not want to be without it. And I'm going in to that, it's not a gold, it's kind of like an orangey color. And I'm going in to the inner lid. I said I was going to do this one as 2/3 of the lid. We'll see how that goes. That's beautiful on the inner lid. That works really nicely. Okay, so I'm going in with the finger and doing that 2/3 of the lid as I said I would. Okay, and I'm going to go back into the red because I feel like I covered up just a little bit too much of it. Just making sure I'm not going to mess anything up. But that's really pretty. That is really pretty. Maybe a little bit more the red here. Yeah, I really like that. That looks quite nice. Now, I really sincerely hope that I'm not going to mess this up by adding the 4th color. Just see what it does on top of shadow. Oh yeah, that looks really good. So I just added it over the red, and it looks like it mixes the colors really well together. So I think that's what I'm going to try, but on the orange part of the look. And for that, I'm going to just wipe this off and use it to add that kind of blitzy color on top. And I've been terrible with the colors. Let me tell you what we are using. Blitz brown is that kind of maroon brown. Bronze gold is what I have on my inner lid. Blitz Bordeaux is the red on the outer, outer lid, I guess. So there we have all the names. Now I'm going to lightly go in and add this shadow right here. And that shadow is the Astral Gold Allure, or Allure, which is the way I would say it. And going into that topper, definitely feels like a topper to me. And let's just see how it transforms the look. It's been a long while since I've played with this one. I'm going to go to the finger now, and just, it seems to not be covering the color too much, so I can layer it. And I did figure that it was a semi-transparent topper, and it's giving me a lot of fallout though, a lot of fallout. And I love this brush from Smashbox to try to get most of that off, which it did a good job. All right, so I'm happy with that. So that is the look with all 4 of the shadows incorporated, and I do like it. It is glamour, but a little bit subdued. It's not overly dramatic, and I think that just adding the liner and lashes will just, liner and mascara is what I mean. I think that that will look really good. So let me just do that one eye, and then I'll replicate the whole thing off camera and then show you the final look. Now I do already have black liner on the upper waterline, and that's the waterline pencil from Urban Decay in Legend. I really quite like it. And I'm going to now go to the, I think it's Pretty liner, what's it called again? It's called Little Black Liner, and it's huge. From Estee Lauder, that's what I'm going to use today, and it's a felt tip. And let's just get the liner done here. It's a really easy set of 4 shadows to incorporate in one look. And obviously any of those colors could have been a one and done, and any of those could have been a one and done. I need my 2 hands for this one. Okay, let me just do mascara. And for mascara today, I'm going to use the CoverGirl So Lashy. That's the one I'm going to use. And let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's that really weird brush. I haven't used it in a while now. So let's do that. Not huge on plastic bristle brushes. Hopefully I won't poke my eye, because I don't like doing that. I have bad luck with plastic bristle brushes. But maybe I'm getting better at it, I don't know. Okay, well, it's doing a good job. It's been a while since I've used this mascara. It's doing a decent job of giving me coverage on thickening the lashes. Okay, I think that looks good, but I'm going to go and try to give it a little extra oomph. Okay. Yeah, that seems to be working quite nicely. Okay, so now do I have a bunch of fallout? Yeah, I do. I have a bunch of fallout here, so I have to fix that. Okay, not too bad. I'm okay with that. And I don't feel like I quite hit the liner properly, so let me just go back in. Okay, that's better. All right, I'm going to go off camera, replicate it on the other side, and I'll show you the final look. Okay, here is the final look. I really like the way it turned out. I think that these shadows are super approachable. It was really easy to work with these, and I would say they were kind of between a metallic and a satin. They applied really well with the brush or with the finger. I would say that a lot of Pat McGrath shadows tend to be very easy to apply with the finger, so if you don't mind finger application, I would probably suggest that that's a really good way of getting this shadow to look its best. And I did use a mix of the two, just trying to see how they best applied, and I did really like the way that they would just were positioned well with the use of the ring finger as I was using it. I'm really happy with the look. I think that this is a colorful but still glam, not overdone kind of a look. The one thing that I did do that was very different from what I showed on camera was I did go in and put the deeper brown right into the inner part of the eyelid, and I really like the effect. It has kind of a shadowy kind of effect on the inner lid, which I really like. I do have a little bit of fallout left, which I'll clean up after I'm done with this video, but I really like this color story. I think it's very, very flattering. It's a very nicely curated quad. I would have a hard time seeing or being able to say that this quad is not good for some people. I would argue that virtually anyone could get away with wearing these colors in pretty much any kind of pairing that you could think of. I think it would be a very, very easy quad. Well, it is. It is a very easy quad to work with, and I would not shy away from this topper. I think that it did a really, really nice job of just accentuating the orange on my inner to 2/3 of the lid, because that's where I chose to put it, and I really, really liked it. When I look at it, I have some spillover onto the black liner, which I can fix, but that's about the only thing that I'm not super happy with for the look. I do, like I said, I do have some fallout that I have to fix after the video, but and of course I'll just fix the liner. All in all, I'm really happy. If you are curious to know what is on my lips, I did pick a Pat McGrath fetish. Is it fetish? No. It's a lipstick called Flesh 3. Flesh 3. She has some interesting names. Anyway, so let me just show you the color. Very, very much like what's on my lips, and I just thought that it fit reasonably well because of the burgundy and the orange. It kind of just, it's kind of in between in a certain way. Yeah, so that is the look, and I don't mind, where did I put it? And I don't mind this mascara. I don't even know if they make it anymore, the CoverGirl So Lashy. I've had it for a while, and I don't like the brush per se, but I will say that it actually doesn't look bad as a final product of application. I think it turned out pretty well. So yeah, I would say success all around. I think the quad is great. I will definitely use it this holiday season. It's nice to just rotate through older holiday palettes and just rediscover some loves. Oh, by the way, I should mention what is on my brow bone is nothing from the quad. It's from a different set of holiday palettes. It was the short-lived Estee Edit, and there's a highlighter and cheek product side, and it's the white that I have used on my brow bone. It's just a nice, very, very highlighty, light highlighter, and it just makes sense for the brow bone, and I get to use some other holiday palettes, in this case a face palette on this side, and the other side is an eyeshadow palette, as we can see here. All right, I have taken enough of your time. I hope you enjoyed this look using the quad. Thank you, Amy, for having suggested that as a holiday palette to put in the rotation for this You Choose video series for the holidays. If you have some holiday palettes that you are interested in, please go and take a look at that You Choose video and go to the comment section and tell me which one of the 12 you want to see me use for a look or two, if there's more than one request. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, of course, in the comments. I always love to hear what you have to say. And with that, thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. But for now, as always, take care.